Hi everyone. So today I thought I'd do something a little bit more personable, kind of a get to know me video. And I see this lighting is changing on me, so I'm just going to see if that's any better. The time of day is changing. So one thing about me is that I'm not really good at editing videos. So I typically don't. So you get my videos all natural. If I goof up, mess up, you get it all. And I hope you guys are all right with that. Another thing right now, recording these videos, I have a really hard time not looking at myself and instead, choosing to look over where the camera is actually at. So if you see my eyes drifting back and forth, forgive me for that, please. This is just all a learning process for me, putting myself out there, doing these videos for you. And so kind of just backing up a little bit about me. My name is Michelle. I am 53 years old. I will be 54 this year. I have been married for 28 years with my husband for 32 years, kind of on and off, of course, in the beginning. And we have 4 children, amazing children, ranging from 22 to 27 right now. And we have 1 grandson. He is 6 years old. And what else? Pet wise, I always see lots of yoga teachers with their pets. Unfortunately, our cat just passed away last November. I do have this pillow that we had made, and I just want to say that this has helped me out so much with the grieving of my cat, because he was a part of our lives for 13 years, and I spent most of my mornings with him doing my journaling and meditation, and I have really missed that part of my mornings with him. But I have my pillow, and like I said, this has brought me lots of comfort. So if anybody has been grieving a pet recently, and may I just suggest, I got this off of Etsy, and if you're interested in the link, you can just leave me a message, and I would love to send you the link of where I had this made. But isn't he cute? His little smirk. He always had this little smirk and these beautiful blue eyes. Anyway, that's our cat buddy. What else? This morning, as I was getting myself set up to do this video, I made myself a nice little cup of dandy blend and put some turmeric in there. And I was, getting myself all settled here in the chair and sloshed some of this all over me and my chair and the rug. And if you all know, turmeric stains. So now I have a little spot on my carpet, and you can't see my chair, but the cushion on my chair is like a cream color, and then I have one of these faux sheep rugs, which now has yellow on it. How awesome is that? So I can sometimes be a bit of a klutz, if you would say. And that's just who I am. What else? So yoga teaching. I have been teaching now for 3 years, so I'm still pretty new at teaching yoga. And how I got into it was when I was 39, just turning 40. I decided that I wanted to run a marathon, and I live in Vegas. We live in Vegas, and I thought, excuse me, let me back up. I got the book, Running from a Couch to a Marathon. It's a hilarious book. If anybody's a runner, or if you're interested in running a marathon, this is a great book to have. She gives lots of great information, but makes it really funny as well. And anyway, she had suggested in there finding a local running group that you could train with. And so I found that here in Vegas, and part of our training program was on Sundays as our recovery, we would do yoga. And that was kind of my first initial experience at doing yoga. And I really liked it. It felt really good for my body. It was a great recovery, practice with putting all those miles on the body. And then when we finished the training program and I completed the marathon, that was one heck of a challenge. And let me just say, I trained in 3.5 months and did a full marathon. And I went from being a non-runner to running a marathon. And I did it with my friend here that I met in Vegas. Right now, I just want to pipe in. I don't know if you can hear that rumbling. That is my husband's motorcycle. I didn't realize he was going to be starting up his motorcycle. So anyway, if you hear some rumbling, that is what that is. So then after completing the marathon, my friend and I continued running, and we thought, you know what, hey, let's, find a place to continue doing some yoga. And so we found a place here, obviously in Vegas, and it was Dawn Yoga, which I'm not sure if any of you are familiar with Dawn Yoga. I didn't realize that it was Dawn Yoga, and so when we went for our first class, it was just very different from the style of yoga that we were doing. And but it was one of those things where you go in with an expectation and you're totally confronted with something else, and you just get to laugh about it. But we came to actually like it, and we stayed for a while. I think we signed up for like 3 months of it, and then I kind of just started dabbling in other styles of yoga, and kind of went on and off, practicing and not practicing for a few years. And then when I was turning, or about to turn 50, and our youngest was going to be turning 18 and graduating from high school, I was kind of in a place of like, wow, what do I want to do? I was pretty much most of the time a stay-at-home mom. Very grateful for that. Thank you, husband, for being such a hard worker. And had part-time jobs here and there. But I was really looking for something for me that, I could call my own, and also be doing something that was going to be a service to others. I always knew that I have the nurturer, I'm a natural nurturer, and have this healing gift, and I just wasn't sure how to use that. And I've been practicing spirituality for a few years now, so it's understanding like Reiki and the chakras, and so I was like, oh, this all sounds just so good and so delicious, but is it for me, and what can I do with it? And so as I was coming up to my 50th birthday, I created a vision board, and kind of just was praying over it and asking God and the universe, okay, what is it that I'm supposed to be doing? And a yoga teacher came up for me, and I'm like, wow, okay. But I had no idea what style I wanted to teach, or where to do a teacher training. And then a friend of mine was volunteering at a yoga studio in Henderson, Las Vegas. And she was telling me that there was a teacher training coming up in a few months. And I was like, oh, well, let me go check out the style of yoga to see if I like it. And so I went, I met the owner at Hibbs Yoga in Henderson. I met Hibba, thank you, Hibba. And took a class, and oh my gosh, I just fell in love with the style of yoga, which is forest yoga based. And so I signed up for the yoga teacher training, and really enjoyed it. It was a challenge for me because I didn't realize the commitment of time it was going to take, the weekends, and as well as just all the practicing and studying, which was all what I needed. I just didn't realize that it was going to be that big of a commitment. But I'm glad I stuck with it. And so, yeah, so I got my certification, my yoga teacher certification in basic forest yoga, and continued to practice that and teach that for a while. And then started teaching out of my home. I created a space in our front room as a little studio and was teaching out of my home. And then I started practicing on my own Yin Yoga because I've had a lot of injuries through the years. During my training and running years, I had some injuries. I had a few falls, and so I had to take some pauses and breaks and allow my body to kind of heal. And during that time is when I found Yin Yoga. And I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so delicious. And I felt right away like, this is what I want to be able to teach people. So Yin Yoga, that part of it of slowing down and really getting into your body. So now, right now, as a teacher and practicing and teaching both styles of yoga, what I see is as humans and as living in the society that we live in, if you are familiar with the yin and yang, most of us are in yang energy all the time. We're wanting to do everything and not only physically but mentally, and emotionally. I feel we're just so much in a yang energy that we forget to allow that balance of bringing some yin in as well. And yin is such a beautiful, what's the word I want to say, like balance, but oh my gosh, I can't think of it right now, but it's a perfect balance to bring that yang energy down, especially if you are, a hardcore hiker, runner, weightlifter, sports, anything sports, and you're consistently having the muscles be engaged, working the muscles. It's so important to have that restorative day for your body, for the muscles and the mind as well. So yin allows that, as the focus is to let the muscles relax and then allow the body to, get deeper into the joints, the ligaments, the tendons, the tissues, the fascia, and all of those deep layers of the webbing and part of our body, as well as connecting with the breath, connecting with the sensations of your body, understanding your body in a different way. And it can be very challenging because, we hold the poses anywhere from, 2 to 5 minutes, maybe even longer. And it can be very challenging for a person to be still in the pose, but it's so beneficial as well. And sometimes the challenge is what we need, is to slow down. So anyway, I kind of went more on a tangent about the style of yoga rather than about me, but I just felt I wanted to share that. So that is what I came to love about Yin Yoga. And for me, being the nurturer and having that, having the healing gift, is, I feel Yin is the perfect time for me to be able to give that. So through my teaching in person, I'm able to do more hands-on, and I love being able to do that. But through my videos, my YouTube videos. I like to, my way of kind of making that connection is guiding you through each pose. And what made me decide to do YouTube videos? I was kind of guided to do that. It was one of those universal and God voices and nudges that I felt, and especially, during the pandemic. I kind of came late into the pandemic to start to do my videos, but because my ego was in the way of, oh, no, I don't want to do this. I don't want to put myself out there. And, nobody's going to want to follow me or subscribe, and all of that BS that I'm not going to say we make up. I'm going to take responsibility for myself that I make up. And instead of just, I'm always asking God and the universe for a sign of what I'm supposed to be doing. And they often give me signs, or, I hear the message or it comes up somewhere, and then my ego gets in the way, my fear, and all of that. And I don't step up into it. So right now, at the age that I'm at, I'm kind of in this place of like, what the F? Let's just do it. Let's just try it out. And having fun with it. So even, again, like this video, I'm not sure if this is something you all are interested in, is getting to know me better. But it's something I felt guided to do. And so I probably went way over my time. Well, I'm actually okay. And so for this month of March, I decided what I want to really challenge myself is to upload a video a day on YouTube. And whether that be something, more personable like this, or a yoga practice. But I don't know. I just kind of felt like March, you always hear about March Madness, and I kind of was setting it up like that, March Madness. But I was like, ooh, I don't really want it to be like, wanted to disassociate the word mad. So I'm coming up with March Gladness. I want it to be joyful and fun, for me, and as well as it being another way of me being in service. So hoping that all of you really enjoy the videos, and it's just my way of giving, and see what comes what may with that. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this, and if you'd like me to do some more of these personable videos, please leave me a message below. If you have some questions that you'd like me to answer, you can leave those as well. And if I do another video, then I'll make sure that I answer those questions. And thank you so much thank you all for my 46 subscribers. I'm hoping to grow this channel, and thank you for listening to this video, and I hope you have an awesome rest of your day and a month of March full of gladness. All right, peace and love, guys.